Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to the Traitors, where we are here to discuss the Traitors Canada, Series 3, Episode 6. And my name is Ben.
Oh, hello.
And yes, before you ask, I'm a Faithful.
Oh, we're doing this again, are we? Gosh. Hello, I'm Alex. I'm also a Faithful. And before we get the proceedings underway, I must let you know that if you want to get in touch with us, you can find all the links you need on our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2. And on there you can find our social media, ways you can watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your favourite podcast apps. And if you do watch or listen to us, please don't forget to comment, like us, subscribe, follow us, ring the bell, give us a thumbs up, all the good stuff that helps the channel grow. Because we've been told off by Spotify that the number of people who listen to our podcast does not correlate to the number of people who subscribe to us on our podcast.
Standard.
It's just not standard. It's just not right. Spotify aren't happy about it. So they've got in touch and they said that we need to tell you that if you don't sort yourselves out, quite frankly, the Spotify police are coming after you.
Just follow us, please, because every time we upload an episode, it comes up with this big pop-up.
Why have you got more people subscribing? And we're like, we don't know. Maybe people just like to casually, not everything has to be about, being a member. And like everything's also, memberships nowadays.
Following.
Get the app, get a membership, do this, get that, get the stamps.
Following or subscribing as well can sometimes have a negative effect. Because on TikTok, I find an account and I'm like, I quite like them, follow. All of a sudden,
that's all you get.
All I get is their videos. And
saturated.
I'm like, actually, I don't like you, so then I unfollow. So
well, we also been
who should you listen to?
We've been ticked off by TikTok as well, because according to TikTok, the people who are watching our videos are fake. We got an email.
It's because we get more viewers than followers, and the TikTok's like, well, that's not right.
That's not right.
Even though I did it.
So we don't know what we're doing wrong. Clearly, being liked by people isn't nice and not a good thing nowadays.
We're not liked enough to follow us.
However, despite my rant about people, too many subscriptions nowadays and this, that and the other, you can go to our Buy Me a Coffee and give us a one-off £5 donation or a monthly donation of £5 by going to buymeacoffee.com/faithful. On there, it's got all the details of how you get to do that.
Yes, just like, I don't know what this username is, EFCLIZ.
F-Cliz
has said, I love listening to you both while I'm cooking my tea. Brackets. I walk to work.
Doesn't ride a bike to work. Don't forget, if you put a comment on your donation, I say donation, it makes it sound like a charity. What's it called? On the Fiverr, just say on the Fiverr, then you get a guarantee readout on the podcast as well. And always, I'm genuinely interested. Do you ride a bike to work? Anyway. Meredith's been in touch, hasn't she?
Has she?
She has.
Why, if you ride a bike? What are you trying to say?
Not about that. No, Meredith hasn't let us know whether she rides a bike yet. But of course, I'm always open to suggestions. However... Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the first episode. We've got to episode 6, where we have got a proper...
What's your name and where do you come from?
Fact file. So get ready for information overload.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention Meredith by name, but you've outed her
sorry.
now. She's in our DMs. She's in our DMs, spilling all the goss. She's breaking all her NDAs, everyone.
Good.
She's told us loads of things about Kareen, what Kareen does, why she doesn't get up in the morning. She's told us who wins.
No, she hasn't. I want to clarify. Meredith, CTV, Meredith has done none of these things.
No, she hasn't. She's Alex is outing. Meredith's used to being outed.
That's true. Is this what she wears?
Ria, looking at you.
Although Ria did discuss, Ria's got an obsession with clothing. It's like at the Roundtable today. She was like, if I knew this was going to happen, I would have worn something else. She wouldn't have worn her dungarees. She looked like she was about to go painting. She looked like it was a nice warm spring afternoon.
She looked like she was part of one of those moments in a film in the 90s where she's moved in with her partner for the first time and they're painting the room and they put paint on each other's noses and then end up having sex on the floor on a mattress.
Wow. Are you sure this isn't a porno that you watched?
No, fade to black.
Oh, and by the way, thank you to who let us know that Dom is straight.
Oh yeah, there was a comment on YouTube. Dale Phoenix. I think
Dale
Dom
Phoenix.
is straight, question mark.
Dale, we know. Don't worry.
Just because someone's straight doesn't mean, one, we can't say they're the sexiest man on the show.
Of course not.
Because he is.
And
again,
I'm sure
proving it again this week.
And I'm sure he takes it's flattery. I mean, if I was a straight guy and 2 gay guys said to me, I was hot, I'd be like, you know what?
That's what every straight guy needs.
It is. It grounds you. As a straight man, it grounds you knowing that the gay community wants you.
Think you're hot. Not many straight men get that. And number 2, doesn't stop us from making up fan fiction about him and Jericho in the hotel.
Of course
/ castle.
Although Dom now has moved on to Venus.
Well, yes.
Which is disappointed. I know. Showmance. The first ever reference to there being a showmance on Traitors English-speaking history.
And all
it
took was Dom from the winner of Series 1 of Perfect Match.
Yes.
The winner of the series Perfect Match.
Oh, so not so perfect.
Do you want to know what happens? He returns in Series 2. So was it a perfect match? Because 6 months later, you're back there. So.
I feel like the title of that show should be sued for illegitimate reasons. I think it's misleading as a title.
Contestants who won Perfect Match return.
If I was Donald Trump, I would be suing the channel that made the show Perfect Match for $1 billion because I feel misled. And I think they've misled the nation, quite frankly.
And I've named Dom in the lawsuit. Yeah, him and Venus apparently have been
I'll do it in decent proposal. I'll say Dom.
Been cuddling and talking secretly.
Yes. And Hollywood has spotted it. And Hollywood, being Hollywood, has decided that the reason...
I thought you meant Hollywood, they've announced the film or
not
something.
The state, no.
They've announced the Dom and Venus film.
Not the state, sorry, the county, whatever. No, although I would watch the Dom and Venus film, as the same way I would watch the Dom and Jericho film.
Well, Jericho would play Venus.
Jericho could play Venus. Jericho could wear the wig.
Yeah.
Jericho would play a good Venus. I think Jericho would be a good Venus.
Yes, anyway. So yeah, showmance. It's been announced.
But yes, and Hollywood's decided that this is actually a gameplay and that Venus and Dom are having their secret conversations because they have the same secret conversations in the conclave. So 2 traitors are there. So there you go. So it all leads to the same path of you can't do anything. You can't have nice things on the traitors because otherwise people immediately imagine that you're doing something wrong.
I think it is a showmance because Venus is leading him down the path, Dom that is. Taking where, using her womanly wilds as the mum.
Are you accusing a woman for using her sexuality to gain an advantage over a man?
Yes, she's using her womanly wilds as the mum did in, what was that really good sitcom we watched 2 series of with the 2 sisters and the mum? That's what she did. She's using her womanly wilds to lure Dom as protection, as a traitor. And she said to Coco, don't want to kill him yet. It'll look too obvious. I might just kill him tomorrow.
Although Coco then said, what if we recruit him? And Venus said, imagine that.
10,000, then kill him. Then banish him. So
imagine doing that. Like the guy who you're kind of like wooing on the show, the showman.
Dom of all people.
Dom, I know. Get him into the conclave, make him a traitor, and then immediately stab him in the back. Venus just sits there like that, counting the money on the table. Thinking,
I like it.
Money's more important. Look, we're not accusing women of thinking that all women prefer money over men.
No, traitors.
Well, nor are we saying that women only think about men and money.
I never mentioned women. Where's women
I feel like we're
from?
getting down a really bad path here because we're going to get a comment of like, you're sexist. You don't like women. You say all women are this. And it's like, no, we're not saying that.
We're saying that all women...
We love women. We love men.
You're not letting me finish the sentence. You're just letting me say I love women all the time, constantly. We love an all-woman traitor lineup. Is what we've always wanted, and we want them to kill all the men, apart from the gays and the theys. And
they have been killing just men, which is lovely. Although it looks like the tables may turn on this next murder, but we'll get to that in a minute. Look, we've not even started this yet. So no one got murdered. It was a recruitment at the top of the show.
Yeah.
They decided because Venus and Coco want to get through to the end together. They really are a good team together, and I love them to absolute bits. I just want to give them cuddles.
It is mean what they did to Rhea, but
no, it's not.
It's the way it is.
Rhea, look, from the beginning, Rhea was said, and it was even brought up by Natalie when she showed her vote later, that Rhea is a messy faithful and a messy traitor. It's just difficult to distinguish one or the other. So she's always been messy. She's always been a lone star. And as I may have mentioned on the podcast before, like it's fine going off on your own route, tangent, thinking your own theories.
Lisette
has, like to be fair to an extent, Jericho did on this episode, like Jamal has. It's fine, but you need to have a reason, a conviction behind it, and it needs to be a reasonable idea for people not to kind of just go, you're just randomly picking names because you have no idea, one, how to play the game, and two, maybe you're pointing us deliberately in different directions, which makes you a messy faithful.
She was a messy faithful, then she was a traitor, then she was a bit messy.
In that. So Rhea got picked as a traitor, and it was deliberately...
Messy Rhea is what they call her.
You should see the back of her trousers. And it was decided that Venus and Coco were going to throw her under the bus. It was decided from the get-go.
It was before they even recruited her. And then when she came to the conclave, it was like, Venus was like, all three of us trust each other, don't we?
And we're all girls.
Yeah. So.
I like that Rhea said when she walked into the conclave, she said, I cried in the shower, I got into bed, and then I was pulled out of bed again. And it was like, oh my God, Rhea.
Yeah. She had her pimple spot stickers on everyone uses nowadays, all the Gen Z. So, yeah.
Oh, did she? What, these stars and all that?
She said she had them all on, ready for bed.
Oh, dear.
Skin routine, night routine, done. And she was pulled out of bed to become a traitor. But she accepted.
It's the crying in the shower that got me. Do you really think you should carry on if you're crying in the shower?
Yes.
But
yeah, and then breakfast was there where she had to...
Breakfast was.
She had to...
it just happened to be there on the table.
Yeah, by pure and simple.
I like... who was it? By pure and simple. I like it. Who said, like, is
Rhea.
This orange juice concentrate?
Rhea
because it's delicious.
When you sign a contract to agree to be a traitor from Coco and Venus, there's like small print which says pure and simple also needs endorsements. So Rhea had to at breakfast
it's delicious.
Sip it. Is this 100% concentrate? Because it's really nice.
looks at the camera. Pure and simple.
And then Jamal was like, you're acting differently. Are you a traitor?
Yes, no, well, this is the thing.
Why are you suddenly promoting pure and simple?
Jamal immediately
and are you
said,
a lesbian?
Yes, I think those dungarees say yes, don't they? Rhea was immediately a beacon to Jamal because Jamal said that all of a sudden Rhea's got this confidence that she's not had before, and especially after the night before where she literally got destroyed by half the group for changing her vote and lying to Jericho. Jericho still believed in her to the very end, to the Roundtable, which was soul destroying for poor Jericho. And Jericho's mind has just gone in all kinds of directions now and doesn't know who to believe, who to trust, and what to think any further. I do feel sorry for Jericho. This kind of like last minute traitor recruit by Venus and Coco has actually worked really well because it's taken the heat off Coco a little bit now, because Jericho's theories are now going to be seen as unworthy.
Jericho.
Yeah, everyone around the table were already kind of saying like, what is your obsession with Coco? He also mentioned, Kevin had mentioned Shaughnessy as well. Why are you not saying the same about Shaughnessy as you are riding on Coco's back?
And
about
the good thing about
that
was Venus did that. She stuck up for her faithful, not Rhea, Coco. She stuck up for her faithful traitor. And she said, no, well, if you're saying that Shaughnessy isn't, then don't look at Coco. So yeah, they're really good together, Venus and Coco. I love
Venus and Coco. They're a great team.
But I do feel like Coco has admitted she's not winning this show. Like, she's quite deflated. And I do feel like I think she's going to be willing to just sacrifice her whole game at one point to save Venus.
But I think so too. I do think Coco will sacrifice her whole game for Venus, which is also a delight to see. But the thing with me is I think Coco, her defeatist attitude has almost become as quite endearing to the team. And I think that's actually worked to her favour because the team are starting to believe that actually, how can someone be so like quittal and just not care about getting to the end now if they were a traitor? So I think this is actually working well for Coco. And as I say, I don't know if it was an accidental addition to their plan, but the fact that Rhea was so close to Jericho and Jericho's word has been quite leveled, quite high up in people's opinions in the group, has now kind of knocked a few notches down a little bit since his friendship with Rhea
and his friendship with Kevin. So I mean, in a way, I suppose him being real good friends with Rhea and Kevin and then both being traitors
has fucked his game up a bit.
Kind of, but in a way people will be like, well, he's definitely a faithful because they were using him and he was so easy to use.
But they could say he's also a traitor because he was so close with them. You know what they're like.
I don't think so. I think what it will be is that he'll be an easy murder now that those two have gone for Coco and Venus.
Because there's no trail also, because let's be honest, even I don't think people were going to link his murder to Coco once they eventually choose to murder him. But his name wasn't brought up at the conclave, so he's obviously not on their sites just yet.
He was voted as, because Corinne broke tradition.
I know.
Stepped into the sunlight.
I know. She was like, whoa, what's this burning on my skin?
First time she's ever been awake before 1 p.m. And she was there in the morning, which shocked everyone. I love how she just walks into the room and like she waits for them to like gasp at her outfit before she starts speaking every time. Every time. 3 times she did this episode.
Also, did you notice that when I think it was Sarah Nicole walked into the room with the doll and she was like pretending to play with the doll and was like, look what I've got to Karine, and Karine just kind of looked at her and was like, yeah. Karine's got no time for your shit. Yeah, let me just get on with the game, finish my lines, get back to the trailer so I can eat.
Gasp at my outfit, please, and let me read my lines. But yeah, she appeared in the morning and she told them to pick 4 people who were the most faithful.
Yes.
So it was Jericho, Hollywood, was it Cara? And Natalie.
Sarah Nicole.
So they're the ones.
No, it's Sarah Nicole and Natalie. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure of it.
But I thought Sarah Nicole was an option. Oh yeah, it was, because she has might have a shield. Yeah, not Cara.
Nope.
So yeah, they were the ones, and there was another twist, a Canadian Series 3 twist, where one person could exchange a doll for a shield, but it meant that they would sacrifice money and that they couldn't win the mission. But
it kind of, it's a weird one, this one, because it kind of...
no one will know.
No one would know, so it kind of works out for your favour. It also works out for the 4 who were the faithful, who had the opportunity to do it, because really, as long as one of them took it, it meant that all 4 of them were protected. The only kind of crappy thing was that if they all got the dolls right, which is a risk, obviously, because they don't know if they got the descriptions right. Yeah. And actually, as it happened, Hollywood did get the wrong doll. Yes, Lisette could only described half the doll.
If something goes wrong,
it'll be Lisette.
Just look at Lisette and it'll boil down to her.
Yes, I know.
Bless her.
Lisette is really literally the one that's kind of just there. You know what I mean? Like, no one seems to care.
Falling upwards, which we love to see in society.
We do, Lisette. Well done, Lisette. She so it kind of wouldn't have mattered anyway, but it kind of like there would have been no murder if they had all got the dolls right,
and no one took a shield.
So I have to say,
and none of them did, apart from one.
With a heavy heart, that I think Jericho was very traitorous for doing what he did, and if it does come out,
sloppy faithful. He's a sloppy faithful.
And I think if it does come out that Jericho took the shield and the other 3 didn't, unfortunately, with the history of, as I said earlier, with Rhea and Kevin, it's not going to play Jericho
people
well.
People start thinking he's maybe a traitor.
And everyone will start thinking, I'm obviously looking in the wrong direction. Because again, this was something that was brought up at the Roundtable later by Jamal. Because Cara decided to take the opportunity to do story time again. She loves her stories.
That made me laugh because Rhea was like, can I please defend myself?
Yeah.
And she started defending herself, and Lisette was like, just hurry up because we don't have much time. So just get on with it, Rhea. It's like, all right, Lisette. And then Cara was like, I'm going to tell a story.
Yeah. And then we just sat there like that going,
it's like, well, why is no one interrupting Cara with her ridiculous story, which didn't need to be that long?
So when I go to a friend's house, I always bring a gift. And I bring a gift because it's just to say, thank you.
And sometimes the gift's this, or this.
Sometimes I buy flowers.
It's this event, it's this. It's like, all right, Cara, come on.
Sometimes I buy her a goldfish. And you know, when we were doing the first challenge, Karine gave us a gift. And that was the gift of who was going to go on the jetty.
So, pardon?
Shaughnessy went on the jetty. And that was because the men made her get on the jetty because they wanted brawn. Coco got on the jetty because she's just too nice. But Rhea, she's a traitor. And Jamal was suddenly like, all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, was like, you're playing us. You're playing us. You're playing the nice mummy. You're playing the nice old woman, you know, gingerbread, you know, Hansel and Gretel's come to your gingerbread house. You're going to boil them alive. You know, Jamal
speaking too confidently all of a sudden when before she wasn't.
Yes.
So,
but then Dom stood up because Dom loves an older lady, a more mature lady. Yeah. And Dom was like, you've made your shots. Because Jamal said, you know, you're shooting at fish in a barrel and you're just missing each time. And Dom was like, come on, Jamal. Every single one of your votes around this round table has been wrong. Every single one of them has been wrong. So how dare you? How dare you do that to Cara? And then Jamal voted for Cara and said, this is an I told you so vote. And I can't wait. I can't wait for it to come out. And at that point, I thought, oh, Jamal, you're a bit of a prick, really, aren't you?
Sadly, he's wrong. So, But he was in a vest this episode. He was in a vest this episode.
He's been hiding his body. Yeah.
The way that we talk about these episodes and the contestants has swayed a little bit now.
Popularity is always based on body image, as it should be in this world. But no, I mean, no, I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm sorry. I'm saying it. I'm angry at Jamal.
Cara, are you?
Oh, 100%. We love Cara.
To Jamal,
yeah.
If she had suddenly started doing this weird, because last week she did that thing where she was like, I'm a lawyer's receptionist, let me do these questions.
I love that story. It's a wonderful story.
And that kind of pitted out and went to nowhere too. Like most things that she says.
To be fair, this did make sense in a weird, corrupt way.
But Rhea was a faithful at that time. So it didn't really.
True. But also, I don't think that Karine interferes with the game like that. Especially not on the very first
When she
challenge.
was talking about, Karine left us a gift, I thought she was going to go back to the first night in the graveyard when she was like, 2 people will come back to this grave, only 1 name will be on there. Yes. They haven't really looked into that because that would single out Venus.
It got brought up, it got mentioned, but not very heavily.
That's more of a gift though. A lyrical gift, which Karine does, rather than who got off on a boat.
Do you know what Karine's gift to us really is on this series? Just being there. No, just being there.
Oh.
Just Karine turning up, hungover from her messy night before. Eyes red. I don't need makeup. They're just naturally just red. Yes, it was whiskey I drank last night.
Gasp.
Of course, Karine does not drink the night before she's filming. She's too professional.
I love Karine. She smokes.
Do you think she's a smoker?
With one of those things that have a cigarette with a stick. Yeah.
She's very Parisian, isn't she? She's very French. Like, she would fit right in if she went to Paris and got herself a tiny little flat and then went to the cafe, dumped her croissant into the hot chocolate.
The Traitors France or something.
Chocolate show. Sorry, I just remembered my French lessons when I was at school. Chocolate show.
The banishment table was sad though, because it was a unanimous vote pretty much. With Rhea. Rhea voted for Coco. Jericho voted for Coco. Jamal voted for Cara. Everyone else went for Rhea, I think, pretty much. Have I got that correct off the top of my head?
believe so, yes.
Yes. Unanimous vote. Poor Rhea. I did feel sorry for it, because this always happens. When you're recruited suddenly, like, it's just the end of days, isn't it? And once again, she went.
The problem is...
As a traitor. And she was a faithful. Really?
With the recruitment, especially at this point in the game, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you do, then you have to really fight for your place with the traitors, because it's almost inevitable that they're bringing you into the game to get rid of you. If you don't, then the traitors are going to murder you. And it's as simple as that, because they don't want the suspicion coming up that you're going to go around telling everyone that you were recruited. Now, telling the group that you're recruited can also be of danger of its own, where sometimes people are like, oh, she's or he is saying that they're recruited, and they've said no. I don't believe it. I think they're traitors. So it's a really horrible situation to be put into. So as I've said this in previous series before, if I was a traitor, I'd want to be an OG traitor and fight to the end. If I wasn't, I would refuse the traitor and just play the game and hope for the best from that point. It
also shows how ridiculous their evidence gathering is, because they're like, well, she's been a traitor from the beginning. It's obvious now.
Well,
and it's like, but she wasn't. So everything that she was doing before that you're now really convinced was traitorous, it wasn't. It was actually faithful.
But that's really interesting, actually, if you think about it. But I mean, we said already that everyone thought that Rhea was a messy faithful. So she kind of brought it on herself, because normally messy faithful are normally bad traitors, and so that's why they kind of associated with it. Rhea's name wasn't really brought up until about 2 or 3 weeks ago, or 2 or 3 episodes ago. But it is really interesting that the group all believe that Rhea was an original traitor, that she was it from the beginning, and that's really worked nicely. Again, a little extra bit of their plan that perhaps they never thought would happen for Venus and Coco has now made it even more easier for them to hide in plain sight, because the fact that the group do believe it, and Jamal's name's getting thrown out there now, not only because of his accusations toward Cara the storyteller, but also because he's the only one in the group who doesn't believe that Rhea was an OG faithful. Again, going a bit rogue. People aren't liking that very much in this group, and so Jamal's now getting his name thrown much more readily by people.
One other mention, Meredith, who is chronically online, knows everything about everyone.
Yes.
She said Venus and Coco and Rhea.
Meredith is the only one so far that they've aired that's shown that has every single one of them right.
She's
and
on it.
May we also mention that at the time of them recording The Traitors, Charla and Meredith were obviously in a relationship, and Charla didn't even blink about throwing Meredith under the bus. Didn't even blink.
Yeah.
She was having that conversation in the car.
Well, once again,
I think it's Meredith. Yes, so do I.
it was the lesbian sniffer Rhea, where she was in the car. And
Be careful what you're saying.
She turned to Charla. She's like, well, you and Meredith, you're good friends, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
What, me and Meredith? Yeah. Me and Meredith? Yeah. Friends, are we? Yeah, you're good. It's like, all right, Rhea, you really got this clocked. So, yeah, she was sniffing it all out. She knows it all.
She was. Then, again, Charla, though, was really upset and angry that she...
I hate Meredith.
Yeah. That her name was even in the same breath as Meredith. It's like...
I thought they were doing such a good... But they do keep having conversations together in the back. I keep seeing when they're like showing contestants talking, you can see them in the background. It's always Meredith and Charla having little secret chats. So
I don't think it's like a out there theory.
What they should have done is started a showmance rumour like Venus and Dom.
Yes.
Just pretend they're in a showmance, even though they are actually together. So
I'd start double showmance with Dom.
Yes, all right. And Jamal.
But no, no, I'm being good.
And Curtis. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Curtis.
So Rhea, do you want to learn a little bit about her? Because we do have a fact
so
file
Rhea
now.
got banished from the Roundtable, and she announced she was traitor. And they got $10,000.
What's your name and where do you come from?
Rhea.
Do you know what her surname is?
Rhea
Rollins.
Why
are you laughing? It might not be her surname. That's her
Rollins.
That's her username.
It's just a really
Rhea Rollins. That's good. When you have a name which is R and then surname R, like the same name following, it's like you're destined to be famous. By the way,
yeah, but it sounds like it's like as someone's like having a strength. It's like, what do you want me to do, Rhea Rollins? I think. No. Sorry, I've offended anyone.
You're horrible.
Look,
Rhea's my favourite.
Sorry, I apologise in advance.
Also on her Instagram.
Yes. We're not using Instagram anymore. We're using the fact file.
Yeah, I know, but she has a link to Ottawa Kitten Rescue. So you can donate.
Oh, I can't be angry at Rhea anymore.
So they look after kittens and the kittens' mums.
What? So when they turn into cats, they die?
No.
We only have kittens here. You're 9 months old. Oh, no, that one's only got one eye.
So there you go.
You need to put that on the screen now. People won't realise what we're talking about.
No. Ottawa Kitten Rescue.
Yes, donate.
I don't know if she's affiliated, if she owns it. Who knows? But it's on her Instagram.
Maybe she is a kitten and she grew up and got support.
Yeah, support the rescue cat.
No, maybe she's the kitten. She is a kitten. And she grew into a human.
No, just stop. Toronto-born Rhea now calls Ottawa home, where she works as an office administrator at an alternative elementary school.
Oh, nice.
A people person through and through, Rhea thrives on connections.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
She can walk into a room full of strangers and leave with 10 new friends and allies.
Well,
one friend she left this room with because she said there's one person I can call a friend, that's Jericho.
Yes.
So, she's not doing too bad.
She did call out a lot of people for being gay.
Good.
to some people that can be quite offensive.
No, I love it.
Okay, cool.
More of it.
I love it.
Rhea cares deeply, listens intensely, and has a knack for making people feel comfortable almost instantly. All traits that help her build trusting and loyal friendships.
Yes.
She notices and remembers the tiniest details about everyone, such as what a lesbian rugby player may wear on a night out in a Canadian castle. She also notices zodiac signs, favourite colours, secret enemies.
Secret enemies?
Charla and Meredith. She saw it coming. Her observations and memory skill set, coupled with her ability to establish genuine bonds, could be what positions her as a strong player and take her far in the Traitors Canada.
I mean, she got halfway, so you can't argue that.
Exactly. And
she
had it all.
Our mate Curtis.
She had faithful. She did. Traitor, she had turrets, she had backstabbing, she was traitor.
Dungarees.
She voted for a traitor and she wore dungarees.
She saw Kareen in the day and the night.
Just like Dom and Jericho. So there you go. We now are left with the decision between the two traitors. They want to murder and they want to still be chaotic to try and distract from Coco. And they've sort of narrowed it down to take a risk because they don't know if Sarah Nicole has a shield or not. And Venus was like, well, in a way, even if she does have a shield, people might think there's been a recruitment which will sway their numbers of how many traitors they think there are, which would be good. But if she dies, that's fine.
Right.
And the other one was Shaughnessy, I think.
It was?
Where was it Coco who wasn't sure she wanted to get rid of Shaughnessy because...
No, it was Venus. Because she put Venus's name out there, so she feels it's going to backfire. I mean, you're saying about chaotic choices. I mean, they didn't just go for those two names straight away, though. They were throwing names left, right, and centre. They said Charla, they said they said Cara and Jamal, but then they decided that them two are getting... They've pinned them two out, and they said, right, them two are the new Lizette and Charla. So Lizette and Charla who are going for each other now, and now there's Cara and Jamal. So
they ruled out Lizette as well, because she's now throwing Charla's name everywhere. Dom was tomorrow, because I don't want it to be too obvious about our show, man.
And we might recruit them. rather than have
get 10k
murder.
from him first.
Yeah, and get 10k. Yeah, make some money from the man. I mean, I'd make money from the man.
Right, I think it'll be a restraining order before episode,
before
episode 11 airs.
So as you said, it's left with Sarah Nicole. It seemed to me that they were leaning very strong towards Sarah Nicole.
Yeah,
for me,
which is a shame because she's a really good player.
I know, I love Sarah Nicole,
but a good player is dangerous. She's not made herself unkillable.
Coco did point out that she kind of wanted to keep Sarah Nicole in the game for a little bit longer because she is basically not. She's gunning for Coco, but at the same time is kind of like keeping Coco in. It's like there's almost a friendly kind of banterous conflict.
That's what it was, wasn't it? Because she said, I know that she's a traitor, but I want to keep her in for a bit longer. And that,
yes. So it's kind of Sarah Nicole's kind of saving Coco because she knows she's a traitor, so she doesn't want to cash in Coco, for lack of a better term, just yet.
Well, that may be the thing that gets her murdered. Maybe she should have went for that.
But And as we said at the beginning of this series, like this new twist of $10,000 for every traitor found is not only the faithful that need to find them, if the traitors need to give them away because that's more money in their pocket. Rhea. Exactly.
They just saw Rhea as a floating check of $10,000.
As we all did. We all did. She was just a floating dollar.
So yeah, it's either one of those two.
And I think it will be Sarah Nicole, I'm afraid to say. So before... well, I know what I can do it in the last episode. I can do my beautiful Sarah Nicole. I like saying that. I just like saying it.
Well, she'll have a big edit because Rhea had all of a sudden she was like main character this episode, and I thought straight away in the first 10 minutes she's getting loads of bits to TV. They're focusing on her non-stop. I thought you're gone. So she had her big episode edit, and that was it. So.
I find it funny that just as a side that like the traitors don't want to touch Hollywood, and for me, Hollywood is really, really vocal about controlling the game the way he thinks it should be played.
I told you my theory on that. That's because Venus is waiting for Coco to go, and Venus is going to recruit Jade Hollywood because she wants to work with him as a traitor. That's why he's not been murdered.
Oh, you reckon? Yeah, but I don't think that Venus and Coco are so close, and I think it's going to get to a point where I don't think they're going to be able to recruit any longer.
Yeah, well.
And I don't know. For me, Hollywood is quick to come up with ideas with how to find a traitor, but isn't very quick to then give an idea of who he believes is a traitor. He always goes around the groups and asks everyone what they think.
Well, that's why they're keeping him, because he's keeping it chaotic. He's not pointing fingers at Coco or Venus.
I don't think it's necessarily chaotic. In fact, some of the things he says are genuinely good ideas.
They're not pointing towards traitors, so they don't want to kill him.
That's true. But he's just, like I say, it's really weird to me that like there's nothing to... Like if they were to kill him, no one would go, oh, it's definitely Coco or it's definitely Venus because they both blah about Hollywood. So he's just an easy kill. Maybe that's why they say it's an easy kill. But I think
also,
your theory is the
they're
Venus
killing
thing.
the straight man, so
which is as it should be. Is Sarah Nicole a straight man? Is she?
Yes. Well, it's all gone. Well, they're running out of them now. You see. Bless them. So there you go. End of the episode, everyone. Get in touch with how you're finding the series, who you want to win, who you want to lose, who you want to die. Who do you want to dom? Let us know.
Who do you want to dom? Linktree is where you plonk those ideas. Go to our Linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2. It's got all the links on there for our social media, but also you can watch and listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your podcast apps. Please subscribe for the reasons I gave at the top of the episode, or follow us, or what's the other things you can do? Ring a bell,
like,
thumbs
comment,
up,
and share.
Like, comment, and share. Share with your friends. Share with your kittens at the Kitten Rescue Centre.
You go to that rescue centre website and just look at the kittens.
Get some tiny little earbuds and put them in the little kitten's ears and say, this is a podcast about the traitors.
You could always donate to that charity instead of our Buy Me a Coffee this week. There you go.
Why not? I would, if I was a kitten. But if you want to donate to us as well, you can go to buymeacoffee.com, where for £5 you can get your comment read out automatically. And it can be either a one-off or it can be a monthly donation. buymeacoffee.com/faithful2.
Yeah. Or go to ottawakittenrescue.ca/donate.
Are we going to do a charity every episode now?
No. Well, it depends if the person who's murdered or banished has one in their bio.
If you are on Traitors Canada and you're listening to the podcast and you'd like us to read out any charities that you affiliate yourself with, please get in touch and we will read them out.
Lovely.
Do you ride a bike to work? Etc.
Until next week, everyone.
Stay
faithful.